Neo mangala. Abanye benu bayokhala. Ngenkathi ke ngikhuluma eParliament ngangibeke ngesingisi le ndaba lokuthi bayokhala. Ngathi some of you will regret.
Good morning, everybody. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz, Walefatshe. I'm joined by Thabinho. You know, we didn't have him the other day. It was a mess because parents are doing well. Thabinho, just greet the viewers. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, you Saubrey. Morning to the viewers. Morning to my colleagues in sharing Tjovitjo.
Tjovitjo at home, Dimuthola Tupa, fella. Tjovitjo, how are you doing, man? Greet the viewers.
Hello, comrade, and all brothers there. I see everybody's happy. Thabinho is happy, Sheikh is happy. So I'm also happy.
Hi.
And then Mshege, greet the viewers.
Saubrey, thanks for having me on the show, and greetings also to Thabinho and Saddam there.
Yeah, we are just waiting for Tshepang, but he will join us in between. Guys, there are two topics very hot. Saddam, you'll have a choice whether you want to participate on this one. First one is Kaizer Chiefs. All right. Will they make top 8? This will be the first time in history Chiefs won't qualify for top 8.
No, second time.
For the second time. Is it? Oh, my history is failing me. Okay. But in 50 years, I mean, if they miss twice, they've done well. All right. So we need to talk about that. You know, I was trying by all means to avoid to talk about Kaizer Chiefs because it would seem as if we have an agenda. No, not at all. And I must say, you know, most of us, we are looking up to Kaizer. I heard Jomo when he was young, he was saying he wanted to play for Chiefs because he was really idolizing what is happening at Chiefs. And then because of the stability that Kaizer brought in football, all right? And most of us are looking up to him, the way he has built that brand. You know, if you read my first book, I'm quoting a lot about what Kaizer Chiefs is doing because we learn a lot. So it is worrying, such a sleeping giant is what it is. They are now a shadow of themselves. That is why we need to discuss, because when you talk about this thing, we are not bashing them. We are just throwing in what we see and what we observe and what we hear on the ground. Okay, we don't get the news from them. Yes, there's Twitter, social media, but we don't get much news from them. And they can also correct some of the misconception that is out there. So that is the reason why we need to discuss. And we need to throw what we think, what should be done at Kaizer Chiefs. So many people have opinions about what should be done at Kaizer Chiefs. That is what we're talking about. The other topic that we need to look at is the PSL fair to Mamelodi Sundowns, or is PSL carrying out its obligation of meeting the contractual requirements? Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. Sundowns is playing, and they are playing during this weekend. They will be playing again, the CAF, all right? I've seen other countries, when their teams are playing CAF, they give them a break domestically. So that's one thing that I want us to look at. So I hope you get my point. Now, Saddam, your next game, and Thabinho, I'll repeat again. Mshega, I'll repeat again. Saddam gives me the news. So when I show Saddam, guys, don't say I'm a Chiefs fan. Gives me the news. So I'll give him the platform. They are playing Super Sport on the 27th of April, and they've arranged a transport, as you can see. It's 400 Rand from here to Polokwane. So whoever wants to join, you can see the numbers there, what to do. And then there is also another arrangement whereby the supporters of Kaizer Chiefs for the 11th of May, far there, they are already organizing a transport for 650, and then they will depart on Friday at 10 o'clock. And then the place is Clubhouse, location number 39, King Gautsunyana Street, Attersville. This is Attersville a branch. They will be going to Moses Mabhida. So yeah, we'll share whatever that we get. Mshege, our supporters were Sundowns now, but right here they'll give us the news. Till to this date, we haven't received anything. Thabinho, we haven't received anything from you guys. So you cannot blame us if we show issues of Saddam. Now, the Champions League, we've seen that Al Ahly, they played 0-0 with TP Mazembe. And then, it shows that Tau will have more accolades if they win this one. All right, not only this one, Sundowns, they lost to Esperance, Tunis. And then, it was a very close call. Sundowns were playing very, very well. But I don't know. Mshega, you'll tell me when we discuss that. I don't know whether it was because Sundowns, they don't play for striker. They allow everybody to score. Mshishi scores, Allende scored, everybody scores. And then, what do you think? What is the problem, Mshega? When you look at that game, what do you think? What was the problem?
Yeah, Saubrey, we're playing away in the Champions League in Tunisia. It's not going to be easy in front of a packed Tunisian crowd. So it was never going to be easy. But I just thought on the day, your key players, your players that you depend on in a game like this, were not at their A game. Your Alandes were not flowing like they usually do. Your Tembas Wanes as well. Your Modiba was not at his best. So it was obviously going to be difficult, but we did create a couple of chances. We could have taken our chances with Lodge, but not all is lost. We have the second leg on Friday. But it's going to be very tricky now because they are leading 1-0. We have to score 2, and we haven't been good in second legs. Every time we have to come back and get a result. So I hope this time Rulani it's going to be one of those games where he has to get everything right, But I think in terms of quality, we have what it takes to overturn this result.
People are complaining about, Sundowns fans, are complaining about Thabinho Lodge. They said it's off form. What's your take?
No, I think they're being a bit too harsh, It's just that Sundowns, obviously in the past couple of weeks, haven't been gelling the way they usually do. You must also understand, Saubrey, that they've been playing so many games. The body can only take so much. The players are fatigued as well. But I think the judgment on Lodge is uncalled for. He's just come in the team. He's still adjusting to the system, and he will get his confidence right. And he will. We all know what he can give us. So it's just a matter of time.
Okay, guys, let me go to this one. Thabinho, thank you so much for participating on our Facebook group, which is led by Thabiso, TBR Solution Sports Forum. Saddam, I see him coming in, but he forgets to post the one on this page. This is the page, guys, TBR Solution Sports Forum 2. And then if people can join the membership and contribute in terms of comments, Thabinho and Tabiki are so regular as far as that is concerned. In fact, big up Tabiki for keeping that page alive, and you, Thabinho. Thabinho, these are the best coaches for 2023 to 2024. Look at this. These stats are staggering, man. What's your take? I got it from Tabiki, who organized this. 42 games. This is the coach of, what's this team? Al Hilal. 42 games, 39 wins, and then 3 draws, no loss. And 118 goals scored, 22 goals conceded, and 22 clean sheets. And then you also have Alonso. Alonso has surprised many because he's new, you know. And then he has played 42 games, 37 wins, 5 draws, no loss, 118 goals scored, and 37 goals conceded. Look, even the goals are almost similar. All right. So what's your take, Thabinho?
But Saubrey, in terms of Al Hilal, I don't know, how the league looks like, and which players, play in that league. But good record overall, and I'm just waiting for Kaizer Chiefs historians to go deep into the history books and say, Chiefs have done it before. We know them, Saddam. Yeah. Going back to Bundesliga, Alonso have changed, how Bundesliga used to look like. It used to be, a farmers league, dominated by Bayern Munich. But obviously that record will just trigger, some decisions, within Bayern. Let's wait for changes. They'll be going into the market. They'll be getting, quality. And yeah, they will be challenging and Liverpool says, in the next season.
Now let's go to our next topic, guys. Kaizer Chiefs. What's happening? You know why I'm saying this? Everybody's now throwing his contribution. Whether I don't know whether it's a contribution or stones. Mfana wetatsilako Mshege Humphrey Mlwan has come in to say, hey, Gapet, Spewer Chabalala. They're all complaining, guys. All complaining. The people who are not complaining is the management and the leadership. But everybody's complaining. Some people are saying Dylan Shepherd should be sacked. No value is adding at Kaizer Chiefs. And then fans are complaining. And I listened to Hugo Bros said when he arrived in South Africa, he got shocked when people say Chiefs is a big team. He said, but they haven't won anything for the past 10 years. When I came here, they didn't won anything. I know Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. Doesn't sound well when we know Kaizer Chiefs is the team in this country. And then not only that, your dog Kumalo, they've thrown their weight. And then Humphrey Mulwane said, why can't they allow us to contribute anyway? And it's not about money. It's about the style of play. It's about the culture of the team. So what's happening at Kaizer Chiefs? What should be done? We know that we've heard stories that Kaizer Chiefs, they're looking at about changes to come soon. And then look at the next game that Chiefs are going to play. They will be playing Super Sport, their next game. We know that they've lost against Richards Bay. And the news that we get after the Richards Bay, there was so much arguments in the dressing room. And another thing at Kaizer Chiefs, I don't know whether should I call it ill discipline or lack of leadership. When I say lack of leadership, we don't even know who's the captain. All right, it was Kgole, it's you, Mark, and then the coach says because the other one is injured, and then some they've changed so many coaches, man. I mean, so many captains. I remember during those olden days, you have got 10 Zimane as the captain of Kaizer Chiefs for a very long time, right? Shakes Majab at Orlando Pirates and all that. But at Kaizer Chiefs, like everybody, I don't know, in one season, then they'll be playing Mamelodi Sundowns. Should be the game, man. But Sundowns. These two teams, like it or not, they don't like each other. They may pretend as if they like each other, but I can tell you they don't. They play Cape Town, Polokwane City, and then Cape Town Spurs. Saddam, maybe you want to say something. If you feel that you don't want to contribute as far as this topic is concerned, I don't want to compromise you. What do you want to say? I'm starting with you.
Okay. Hello again, everyone. I think for me, yes, Chiefs are not doing well.
Yeah.
In the meantime, but we don't say we have to throw the towel that Chiefs will never go in the top 8.
Yeah.
We still got about 15 points, and then out of that, so that issue will be 100% if we can talk when the game is maybe one game left. But now we still have a long way to go for the point. We can collect the point. I still believe that Chiefs can bounce back and will be in the top 8. Number 2, yes, it's not the first time Chiefs didn't qualify top 8. It happened before, but we don't want to go there. About technical team, what is happening, throwing the stone. No, I'm not going to be there. I just want to say to people, Chiefs will be on the top 8 end of the season.
Let me tell you something. I want Kaizer Chiefs. There's something there. I saw Mfundo Vilakazi. There's something there. I saw this young man, what's his name? Chabalala. There's something there. You know, Chabalala's touches together with Mfundo, all right? But other players, Humphrey was saying, when Pito comes in, 13 players should leave. Do you agree, Mshege? Mshege, are you there?
Yes, Prasobri, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you agree that 13 players should leave when Pito comes in?
I beg your pardon, Prasobri?
People are saying, I think it's Humphrey Mulwane, who said when Pito comes in, he must just change about 13 players. There is no quality in the players.
Is Pito coming?
Well, I'm not even sure about it. I'm not even sure about it.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, I would say the only remedy for Chiefs is Pito. That's me. And remember, I'm subjected to correction. That's my opinion. All right. And then we have seen that Kaizer Chiefs are looking at making changes. Head coach, the position is available. Assistant coach number 1, 2, and then technical director, performance analysis, fitness trainer, and goalkeeper coach. So what's your take? What do you think? Is it true that 13 players should make the way?
Yeah, Prasobri, you know my take on Kaizer Chiefs. Obviously, we know Kaizer Chiefs as a big team, and right now they are going through a period where you know all is not going right at the team. You know, the one thing I'd like to see Kaizer Chiefs doing right now at this point where they find themselves in is where they're giving these boys a chance. You know, I want to see players like Samgelo in the field, players like Mfundo Vilakazi on the field, you know, because I know that those are the types of players that have character that can bring back Chiefs. You know, in the past you had players like Aboskara Ngobese, Yoshaful, the Peck, you had Tiki Tiki, you had Dr. Kumalo. Those were players with a lot of character. That's what made Kaizer Chiefs, you know, those types of players. So now, when you look at Kaizer Chiefs players, pound to pound, you know, no team is scared of those players. No team, let's be honest, Prasobri, nobody is scared of Kaizer Chiefs anymore. You know, they need to do something in terms of their player recruitment. So players like Abo Zwane, Abo Mtutuzi, Abo Vilakazi, they should be given a chance now. Chiefs has nothing to lose but to give these boys a chance, and this is the future of Kaizer Chiefs.
And they're left with about 7 games, if not 6. And then Super Sport, remember, Gavin Hunt still want to revenge. And Mamelodi Sundowns, as I say, they don't see eye to eye. It's very interesting. And then Thabinho, now. What do you want to say?
Probably, first and foremost, I need to put this on the record to Tjovitjo and the rest of the country. Top 8 is not an easy tournament. You play 30 games to qualify for the top 8. That's why we are discussing Chiefs they will qualify for top 8 because they have to finish 30 games to qualify. So you play 30 games before you qualify for MTN8. case laws. I'm not going to argue with anyone about that one. Going back to Kaizer Chiefs, I know there's Screamer, Emolo, at Orlando Pirates, scouting players. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have shot in Abomambush all the Sundowns legends, in the team. I think helping to scout players. My question is who scouts for Kaizer Chiefs? You have players who come in there. You look at Tshepang. He was hot at Amazulu. You look at Boniseni Ox from Stellenbosch. He was hot property at Stellenbosch. Where's Putane? Putane was one of those players I fell in love with when he was playing for Celtic. He moved to Royal AM and his form dropped. Then he joined Kaizer Chiefs. I don't even see him on the bench. Pulemodi, what's wrong with Pulemodi? Is Chiefs identifying the players they need, or they just buy names for the sake of buying names? I'll make an example. Real Madrid once bought a Beckham. They didn't need Beckham, but because they had other business ideas around Beckham, they signed Beckham. So is Chiefs pushing the same model? Are they signing players because of the names, or are they signing what they require?
Okay, guys, time is against me. Guys, Mamelodi Sundowns, is the PSL not playing a ball by allowing Mamelodi Sundowns not to play some of the games? You can see the Sundowns players are tired. Or the PSL is carrying out its obligations. Remember, they have contract with sponsors, all right? And then the sponsors, they want to know when they're going to finish. And they need to finish on time so that they can plan for the following year. So, Mshege, let's start with you.
Yeah, Saubrey, I think PSL is definitely not doing any favors for Sundowns. It's a pity because the likes of your Esperance, they are rested, they are well rested. Even coming on to the game that they played against Sundowns, they were well rested, where Sundowns plays after every 3 days. It's tough. I don't know. I'm not going to blame the PSL and say maybe they're not doing the right thing, but all I know is that other countries, they are helping their teams when it comes to this stage of the CAF Champions League, and their players are well rested. And yeah, it's going to be tough for Sundowns because they'll be facing a well-rested Esperance team, and they are playing today. Sundowns is playing a very tough game today against a very good Sekhukhune team. So yeah, it's going to be tough. Rulani needs to juggle that squad. I don't think I think Rulani also, he wants to keep his record in the PSL at the same time. The CAF Champions League, Saubrey, the game on Friday is a 1 billion rand game. It's a big game. We have to win that game. So I think he must just sacrifice today and we make sure that the players are well rested and ready for Friday.
Now, let's look at it. Tshepang, welcome. I see that you have been struggling. Now, I hear what you are saying, but isn't it that PSL too, they also have a calendar that they've agreed to their sponsors, okay? That they'll deliver their product on this time to that time. Remember, they're dealing with big companies who always work on budget, all right? So they want to know, when are you finishing, guys? And so that we can play, all right? So I remember when I listened to Dr. Ivan Koza arguing about the AFL to say, no information was forwarded to us in terms of the AFL, in terms of understanding what is the fixture and all that. How are we going to fit this into the calendar? Tshepang, come in as the last one to this topic. What's your take about this? Is the PSL carrying out its mandate as obligated by the contract, or are they unfair to Mamelodi Sundowns?
Well, on my opinion, how I see things is, yes, their schedule is tight at the moment. Mamelodi Sundowns schedule is tight with so many competitions that they're playing. I think as well the AFL might have disturbed them as well, because of it started right in the beginning of the season and the attention was there as well. So it was clashing as well with the PSL matches. Remember some games which they couldn't play, but they had to reschedule some of their games as well. But now with them as well, with having such a big squad, I think Coach Rulani needs to rotate players. I think now it's time. It's a crucial stage where he really needs to rotate players and allow other players to play so that he can focus. I think right now his main focus is the CAF Champions League, which he really needs. He really needs to win, and we already know that the league is nearly closed. He can wrap it up as soon as possible. But I think with this game,
Okay,
yes,
just
it's a
bid the
crucial.
viewers farewell. Just bid the viewers farewell. We are closing now.
Yes.
Bid the
No,
viewers
no.
farewell.
Thank you very much. Yes. No, thank you very much. To you, also you, Mr. Shakes, Mr. Saddam, and Mr. Shabalala, and the viewers out there. Thank you very much.
Shege, bid the viewers farewell.
Thank you, Saubrey, for having me on the show. It was good to see Thabinho and last born and Saddam, ngaphela umoya, inkosi yaliphela umoya.
And then Thabinho ujabule kabi osekaphumile uThabinho has gone for the meeting, as he said. Guys, thank you very much for taking your time to be with us. I really appreciate. On my side, just like you said, Mshege, even if he can lose today's game, Rulani, for the sake of CAF, I would say play other players and rest the rest of the players. That would be me. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Good luck, guys. We'll talk again on Saturday. Thank you. Bye-bye.